like dental procedure yesterday, so I'm a little...
Good evening, Prescott Valley. Welcome to the Parks and Recreation Commission meeting of Tuesday, April 12th, 2016. Kathy, can we have a roll call?
Commissioner Freer?
Here.
Commissioner Avalos?
Here.
Chairperson Brinkman?
Here.
Vice Chairperson Tissot?
Here.
Commissioner Fallman?
Here.
Commissioner Trevini?
Here. And with that, if everybody's had a chance to look at the agenda, can we have a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve today's agenda.
And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And the agenda is approved. The next item is approval of minutes. The first one is approval of the March 8th, 2016 regular meeting minutes. If there's no changes to that, can we have a motion to approve those?
I make a motion that we approve the minutes of March 8th, 2016.
And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And the minutes are approved. The next we have is the March 29th, 2016 work study and the public meeting. If you've had a chance to look at those, can we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
And a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And those are approved. So now we'll move on to announcement. We're moving quickly towards the exciting part. And the first item we have is recognition, the Adopt a Park volunteers.
Yes, Chairman. I wanted to really reach out and thank some of our new sign-ups that we've had adopting our parks and the activities that they have provided. First of all, I would like to proudly announce that our Frontier Village McDonald's group has officially adopted and been approved by Council for George Anderson Park. And so we're very excited. They've met with staff in regards to plans and ideas of being able to make those improvements there at the park and painting and all kinds of other fun projects that they've had out there. So they're going to be a very active, invested group. That particular manager lives adjacent to that park, along with a number of employees also from Prescott Valley. So we're very excited to have them on board and taking that leadership role out there as volunteers for our community. Would encourage others to sincerely look at the same type of program. But on the flip side of that, our other group, our Stone Ridge neighbors out at Wanderway Park, also came to the table recently, contacted us in regards to the possibility of assisting us, which we were very excited and happy to have. Those folks assembled. We procured the necessary materials and paint, and they assisted with the repainting of all of the bollard lighting that surrounded that particular park, knocked it out in one or two afternoons in regards to the prep work and then the necessary painting, matching all of the different paint code specifications that we have out there in our Stone Ridge developments, and very happy with those improvements. So we're very thankful for that group and the different volunteers that come to the table with all, whether it's a formal or informal activity. We're very grateful for that. So they saved several $100s in regards to man-hour time, and then allowed staff to be able to tackle other necessary, more immediate projects. So it's always a benefit, and especially when you have good neighbors like that. And that's what we look forward to and expect. And again, if anyone has those types of interests as a town volunteer or a specific project volunteer for the Parks Department, please give us a buzz at 759-3090. We'll either be able to put you in contact with our volunteer coordinator, Ms. Heidi Doms, or we'll be able to go through those processes in regards to the formal adoption of a park or different areas within a park and be part of our Adopt a Park family. So we thank each one of those groups and our surrounding neighbors for their participation.
Yeah, it's always great to get that kind of participation and get people out helping the community. I mean, they're helping themselves as well as everybody else. So that's really fantastic. Okay, let's move on to our special events, and the first one is Arbor Day.
Yes, and then Miss Kathy, if you can assist us with the screen and live there so we can reach out to our viewers there on the public access channel. I'd like to have everyone put on their calendar that Friday, April 29th from 10 a.m. till noon at Tonto North Park is our Arbor Day celebration. This is a no-cost, totally free program open to all ages. If you would, come out and join us. The first 500 participants or attendees to the event have a chance to receive their free sapling or baby tree, if you will, and would appreciate all of them being able to join in with us. We'll be out there at Tonto North Park and jumping in, and again, those that will be on site, we will also have some free hot dogs and chips, compliments of our donors, and so we'll look forward to having them on board with us that particular day. So again, join us Friday, April 29th for our 11th annual Arbor Day celebration from 10 a.m. till noon, Tonto North Park. If you have any other questions, you can visit with us on the website at pvaz.net, or you can simply give us a buzz at 759-3090. There is absolutely no registration required for the event.
Arbor Day is always a fun event. I enjoy it, and having the kids out there. I saw in our little town newsletter they had a picture from last year of the kids. They do an outstanding job, and it was a lot of fun. So I hope everybody can get out and join us on April 29th. And let's move on to our next, the Battle of the Bands.
Most definitely. Battle of the Bands is coming up Saturday, May 21st. Please put it in your calendar. Gates will open at 12 noon. There is a $4 entry fee, but those that are in active military with ID and under the age of free are able to access the event for free. Don't forget to vote for your favorite band and help them bring home the trophy in 2016. And we have a total of 5 performances that will take place. We'll have a number of food vendors, beverage, all those goodies. Join us at the amphitheater in Mountain Valley Park, and we look forward to seeing you there. Again, this information can be found at pvaz.net under Parks and Recreation, or by calling the office at 759-3090.
Sounds like a lot of fun. It always draws a fairly large crowd, doesn't it?
Yes, we have several thousand folks, and we've got tons of space for even 1,000 more. So encouraging everyone to come out. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your blankets, enjoy. Just encourage, please leave the pets at home, no glass containers, all of those good things. So.
And our next item is Extravaganza. We had an absolutely fantastic one this year.
Yes, we did, and I would like to thank the Commission for their help and assistance in helping to distribute the eggs so all of our attendees could have fun. It was nice to have a nice big bunch of eggs out there for all of our young people that were in attendance. Also like to thank our sponsors that had helped make the radio promotions a reality and getting the word out to folks, as well as then also Cornerstone Chiropractic for their sponsorship of this year's prizes given away during Egg Day. So the bunny was quite excited and had lots of fun. The meet and greet, picture taking, all of those good things, and the kids walking away with those big egg prizes were quite excited. So hope everyone had a tremendous time and enjoyed the Family Arts Festival in conjunction with Extravaganza, and enjoyed the day's events and celebrations. So thank you to you all for your participation and all of our sponsors that made the day a great event.
We had an opportunity to see a young lady open one of those special eggs with the prize, and she was really quite excited. I don't know if she realized that there was another bigger prize, but she knew it was really special. So, and everybody had a lot of fun. Everybody was well behaved. It was just a beautiful day. Really successful.
Yes, and I personally would like to thank Commissioner Trevini for taking the lead as the MC for the day. So we very much appreciated that. So
yeah, they had to take the mic back for me, so I think I'll volunteer to do that every year.
There you go.
It was a lot of fun. It was great entertainment all the way around, and great music to listen to all day as well.
Okay, let's move on to our department update. And the first item is Brian's report, and has everybody had a chance to look at his report? Are there any questions or comments?
I have let me see, this is Director's report?
Yeah.
I do have a couple questions. It says here, Brian, that you met with the Triple Crown Sports.
Yes.
In review of the athletic field use request. Can you talk to that a little bit?
Yes, Triple Crown Sports is a tournament organizer, and so in meeting with us, they have put in a official request for utilization of a number of fields at the sports complex so that they may be able to host a tournament. This would be for U18 girls, and it is kind of a showcase tournament, if you will, that allows junior and Division 3, 2, and 1 colleges to come in and basically scout the athletes that are there participating. So it's an invitational, and so there will be a number of teams coming from throughout the Southwest region participating in this. And that right now, I believe that particular organizer has met the necessary criteria, and that reservation has been made.
Very good, thank you. And I do have one more question here regarding the vendor for the Glassford Summit Trail tables and benches. It says you finalized their purchase.
Yes.
Can you tell us who the vendor is and how many tables and benches and a little bit about the installation phase?
Yes, those tables will be scheduled for install upon delivery within the next week and a half. It's Play It Safe Playgrounds, the number of 12 picnic tables that will be scattered throughout the number of switchbacks, as well as then also at the summit itself of Glassford Hill Summit Trail.
I know it's going to get a lot of great use.
Yes, they will. Yes,
right.
Each one of those switchbacks has a tremendous vista in there, and so I know they will be quite well utilized. And if you're a huffer and puffer after hiking that trail, I know you will use them more so from that standpoint. So, it does catch your breath in a variety of different ways in doing that. So,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Are there any other questions or comments?
I have a question, Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell me what is wolf stock?
Wolfstock is an actual celebration of your canine friends. It's an adoption
I've got a wolf.
opportunity. Yes, you do have a wolf. So bring your wolf out and enjoy Wolfstock. This is, again, another event promoter and organizer that's coming and utilizing the Civic Center campus in celebration of our canine friends. It will comprise some demonstrations, I believe. Off the top of my head, I believe there's a demonstration as it relates to the herding breeds. There will also be an adopt opportunity. A number of vendors will be on site in regards to whether it would be food product or pet care product or leashes and those kinds of things, a number of different seminar booths and activities. So it's all designed around.
Do we sponsor that?
We do not. That, again, is another event organizer utilizing the grounds at the campus.
Are there any other comments or
I
questions?
have a question. Any of the rain's been helping out with Fane Park and getting that filled up?
Well, unfortunately, we've not had much rain. The last series of storms that have been in the area have kind of bypassed. I know that when I was down in the valley on Saturday and Sunday, I was drenched very well, but the reports up at the top here was minimal to nothing. There was a little bit of precipitation today. Here on the 12th, but I couldn't really speak to what might be upstream still, that we might find some benefits that will travel down to Fane Lake. Currently, we are low. We were the benefactor of a release that occurred at Lynx Lake, so that found its way downstream to us. So we're probably about 2.5, maybe 3 feet down from spillover.
Okay.
And so we're doing good, but unfortunately that does cause the lack of use of the fishing dock and also the walking bridge.
Right.
But other than that, the park is open. It's for full utilization minus the fishery. That has yet to be established via Game and Fish. And then once that happens, it'll be broadcast via their website. Arizona Game and Fish's website, as far as what that stocking schedule is and what species of fish would be placed.
Well, good to know.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. In addition to that, I would like to thank the Little League, basically in regards to they facilitated on their own their need for batting cages. So there are new batting cage installed there. It is for their utilization, and any other groups that would like to utilize that would need to contact the Prescott Valley Little League for its function, but it is there on site in between fields 2 and 3. And then also, I would like to give you a little information. This past weekend, as you're all well aware, Yavapai Youth Soccer Organization held 2 tournaments. The second concluded this past weekend, and the other was held the weekend prior to that. The first weekend was a girls-only tournament. There were 90 teams in total. 76 were from in-state, 4 were from out-of-state, with 10 of those being local only. Everyone else was outside of that Quad City area, according to the demographics that were reported back. This past weekend was the boys-only tournament. We hosted 153 teams. 143 were in-state, and 10 of those were local. There were no out-of-state teams in the boys' tournament participating. So we hosted quite a few folks. That meant the restaurants were quite busy, the hotels were quite busy, and the gas station pumps were definitely a-churning. So great economic impact, and in comparison to years past, those numbers are about right on track. And each one of those weekends had estimated anywhere between $350,000 and $450,000 per weekend of economic impact and benefit in our area. So very happy about that. Just wanted to give you those little bits of information as our operations, and I thank you for those questions.
Any other questions? The tournaments are always a big thing, and we're so glad to see those come up here. I know people really appreciate coming up here. Sometimes we don't have the hotels to put everybody up, but they have a good time, and we have some really great tournaments. So let me move on in the chairperson's report. I'm just going to mention the 2016 aquatics season. May 21st is the first swimming lesson sign-ups. That's going to be from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the pool at Mountain Valley Splash. The season opens May 28th. Open swim from 1 to 4:30. With some of the weather we had in February, I was thinking, boy, we should open that up. But, you know, I think we're back to normal. So
Yes, sir.
we also have lifeguards and swim instructor positions that have been available. Have those all been filled?
They have not. So again, we encourage everyone to visit our website and apply for those positions, and then we'll conduct interviews as necessary.
Yeah, we always get some really great people, and it's good experience. So high school can apply
Yes,
for
16
that?
and up.
So it can really be a stepping stone, and it helps, give some experience, and we're looking forward to a great season at the pool this year. And I think that's about all I had. So let's move on to old business. And the first item is Bob Edwards Park.
Yes, just a few weeks ago, we conducted our work study with public participation and input. We invited those neighbors adjacent to the park. We received a number of different folks through that public comment process, as well as then also some correspondence that came in through the office. I believe everything was reviewed rather favorably, especially the night of our work study. So we'll take those comments, we'll integrate some of those changes that we discussed as well, and begin engaging with our architects and engineers, reviewing also the floodplain requirements that are necessary if any of those modifications are made, to make sure that we're still adhering to the requirements of that detention basin that the park will reside in. Once that's done, and then also with the pending budget hearings that will be conducted with council in May, once we know where those are at and what budget approvals are made for the next fiscal year, we'll begin the process of bidding out of the project, as well as then also the procuring of quotes for those other amenities that we can procure off of state or national contracts, and begin the process, hopeful, of development for Bob Edwards Park in the fiscal year 16-17.
Yeah, I think Bob Edwards Park is going to be a really nice park. The design that you're working from now, I think, is very functional. It'll really be a great addition to the community. The only thought that I have is, and I know that we're stuck in these positions, but we end up building these small neighborhood parks, and yet when we talk about tournaments and baseball, the need for more playing fields becomes really apparent. And this will have a nice playing field in it and be a nice little park, but someday having a sports complex would really be an asset to the town.
Right, and you're talking two separate elements there, so I know the path that you're going down in regards to sports complexes, yes.
I just mentioned it.
But the benefit that this particular field would have, again, based upon cost analysis and how bid processes come out, we would be able to light this particular field, which is not necessarily a typical thing that a neighborhood park would have. So there are some elements playing in our favor towards that. That'll make it a very highly desirable location, especially when it comes to tournament play. Doing that, the size of that particular parcel accommodates the larger field, so you can at least have one adult, or I guess adult would be the best age category to describe it as, and then even be subdivided for younger age groups, so multiple play. The parking lot would be very sizable for that type of feature, but then also address and accommodate the neighborhood use as well, surrounding neighborhood use that do not have that type of amenity adjacent to them. So yeah, I think it's a good win-win situation there, and we are very excited about that. It's been in the making since 2008, and even planning and discussion prior to that. So we're ready to have that come about and very excited about it, and we're hoping that there's enough funding behind it that can make it a complete reality, but if not, we'll continue that phased process.
Yeah, I think our current design was well received by the neighbors that came and joined us for the work study. They seem to be quite impressed. Okay, let's move on and talk about capital project update.
Yes, again, wanted to give an update to the Commission in regards to the number of items that we've had budgeted for in the current fiscal year. What we have completed to date are the new Mountain Valley Park scoreboards down at the amphitheater. We've also completed the purchase of those auction vehicles for our fleet, for our parks and rec staff. We also procured the Mountain Valley Splash circulation pump. Also the ice machine there for the concession stand. We also secured our utility vehicle for utilization there on the trail and also within Mountain Valley Park. We procured the Antelope Park Playground and held its ribbon cutting ceremony, so it's in full use and operation out at Antelope Park, and put the little finishing touch on that expansion. We also procured the down at the park shop, it's pallet shelving so that we'd be able to more efficiently use the floor space that we have down there for all of our equipment and materials. We completed all of the outdoor court striping that we had budget available for. We also procured the Theater on the Green equipment, which is the movie and sound and all those other goodies, so that we can provide more entertainment for the folks here in Prescott Valley. And then we were also wrapping up the finishing touches on the Arizona Game and Fish Heritage Grant at Fain Lake and getting those things done. So that's basically where we're at on the completed side of the fence. In process, as we are going to talk about a little bit, and we have talked about in regards to the efforts of our friends from the Yavapai Trails Association and the Over the Hill Gang, the Glassford Summit Trail work is still in process. Our Mountain Valley Park Amphitheater sound system is still in process. Urban Lake multi-use path replacement is in process. Our Bob Edwards Park planning, and then also our Lakeshore Art at the Center sculpture project is in process as well. And I know I've reported on a couple of things at the Art and Culture Commission, but in a full sense of the department, that is where we're at on our capital projects in doing that. So that's what we're on board with, and I have full confidence that by the end of the fiscal year, which is June 30th, all those items that are still in process will be wrapped up, and we'll have some additional announcements as we go through. So we'll have 100% success in completion, which continues our trending over the last 9 years in completion of all of our projects, capital projects, as scheduled.
All we need is money.
Yeah, pretty much.
As we move on to new business. I understand there was an announcement of a sports team coming to Prescott Valley
That is correct.
Center.
I had the pleasure of attending the Prescott Valley Event Center's announcement ceremony, and that is that they have partnered with the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns have procured, as well as a number of other NBA franchises, their development league teams. And that team is up in the northern part of the U.S. They have purchased it. It's being moved, and it's going to be headquartered at the Prescott Valley Event Center. If I heard correctly, they'll be hosting 24 games, home games, this year, and it will take place beginning this year in October. And so we'll have NBA Development League team play right here at the Event Center, and then in partnership that with a number of other different events that will be hosted out of the Event Center and throughout the community. So we're very excited to have the Phoenix Suns, and it'll actually be the Northern Arizona basketball Suns that'll be here in town. And so look forward to that, some season tickets and opportunities and all kinds of exciting basketball that'll be going on. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and I just know, just out of watching that particular program, there are games that are shown on ESPN, that channel, and so will be scattered, shown throughout the nation, highlighting Prescott Valley in regards to that. And there is a very strong potential, because of the players that come out of that particular league, that you are seeing the future of the NBA. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You will see NBA players participating in this program. So it's very exciting for them. I know those players will be back and forth. They'll be scrimmaging and practicing with the Suns, and then coming back out and playing games in front of spectatorship up here. And so we're very excited about that attention, as well as then all the folks coming to visit with us and highlighting and showcasing Prescott Valley.
Yeah, we're glad to see that. I think it's going to be a great addition to Prescott Valley. Now, if their season runs into skating, will they be able to play basketball on the ice?
That'll be part of the logistics that event center does have to go through, and there is no doubt about that. It will be part of that cooperative process, and yes, there will be ice on the floor. If you remember a few years ago, during that extended ice season, we did host a number of different basketball games, and so that floor was in, and there were college basketball games that were hosted, and it was done right over the top of that ice.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to work something out.
Easily.
It's really going to be great to have them coming up here. It's quite impressive that the event center and whoever is responsible for negotiating that made the deal, because having the Phoenix Sun just a short distance down, this is a real asset to them, and it'll be a real asset to the community. Now, on to new business.
Yes, sir.
And the first item is Glassford Summit Trail.
Yes, basically like to make a couple of quick announcements. The details are still being worked out, but I would encourage folks to consider placing on their calendar May 21st. We're scheduling the official ribbon cutting for the opening of the Glassford Summit Trail. And so, again, the details coming out in regards to the exact time, all of those goodies and other activities that will be taking place that day will soon be coming. So visit us. Again, it's important. If you've not registered through the town's website at pvaz.net, there is all kinds of opportunity to be plugged directly into the town, especially for Parks and Recreation and its different activities. You can choose to be listed in our listserv, if you will, and have all of the different calendar items sent to you. And when updates come out, they'll be shot right out to you via text or email. They can be downloaded directly into your calendar, have all of those goodies. So we encourage you to do that. And then, that is Saturday, May 21st for the ribbon cutting. And then in addition to that, the very next following weekend, we'll be hosting a 5K fun run walk that we're titling For the Hill of It. And that is an opportunity for everyone to be able to join us. Again, it's a fun run. It's a non-timed event. It will be taking place on Saturday, May 28th. I know that we'll be starting at 7 a.m. We'll be hosting a variety of different waves that will consist of elite runners, as well as then the recreational or fitness jogger or hiker or runner, the recreational or fitness runner or jogger, be another category, and then last but not least, the hiker or walker in doing those things. There will be a registration fee. It'll incorporate a T-shirt, water bottle, some other goodies. And then if you reach the top, there will be a special prize for you as well. So all of those different things. That registration will be available to you, available online via our online registration system for the associated fees. And I encourage everyone to come out. It's a pretty cool looking T-shirt that staff have developed, so we're pretty excited about that. And we really look forward to having everyone out there and joining us as our inaugural event in opening up the trail.
I think the Glassford Summit Trail is going to be a real addition to the town's limited trail system. And maybe in the future, as you know, we are interested in, we'll just have to get to the top and keep going.
Exactly.
So,
real quick before we move on to, while we're talking about the Glassford Summit Trail, I'd like to recognize 2 members of the Over the Hill Gang and the Yavapai Trails Association for the hard work they've put in. Mr. George and Mr. Lyle sitting there. They're dedicated volunteers to the entire Tri-City community, and what you're going to see at the Glassford Trail, without their hard work and dedication to creating open space and getting people outdoors, wouldn't make the Prescott region what it is. So thank you guys for everything you do. Thank you what you've done for the town and what we've done at Fane Park. It's very much appreciated. All I got to say.
oh, well,
Go on and on, but
we don't mind, but because we know you've done really a lot of great work for us. And I know, the work down at Fane Park, and then we saw the rough cut on Glassford Hill, and so understand the work that went into that, and it's really appreciated. I think some of us, or probably maybe all of us on the commission, feel that we need to do more work and expand our trail system in Prescott Valley and expand the interconnection with Prescott and the region. So that's something that we hope will be on our agenda, and hopefully you'll be able to provide some leadership in helping us do that. So thank you very much.
Now with that, I would also like to toot their horn and encourage folks, though, and this is the important part, volunteer. And that's exactly what the Over the Hill Gang is. They are a group of dedicated volunteers that go out 1 to 2 times a week on a regularly scheduled basis, except when we have intervention by Mother Nature. But they participate fully in that. And for those folks that have interest in wanting to be part of a trail care crew, please reach out to us. We can put you in touch. That's exactly what the Over the Hill Gang is wanting to do, is help educate, grow that volunteer base, especially here in Prescott Valley, so they can assist with all of those different activities as it relates to trails. And so if you need to, give the Over the Hill Gang a phone call. They have their website, the Yavapai Trails Association, and give us a buzz at the office. We can make that connection, as well as through that process of the development that's occurring right now between the 2 organizations. So we encourage those things. Volunteerism is an awesome thing and a very powerful tool.
Yeah.
we need to mention anything about the 23rd Volunteer Day?
Okay. We'll move on to unscheduled public appearances. If nobody has any comments, we'll move on to the item after that. And our next meeting, regular meeting, Tuesday, May 10th, 6:30, right here in the auditorium. And wow, this is kind of unusual. We don't have any work studies scheduled or anything. It just, I keep looking. And then we'll move on to the last item, and that's adjournment. So if there's nothing else, can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
And a second.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And we're adjourned.